I want to believe. I do. I genuinely do. And coming out of last season for the San Diego Padres, things look pretty good. 37-23. And I have no idea why I gravitate towards San Diego teams, the Chargers being the other one, who are no longer in San Diego, but still, in my heart, they'll always be the San Diego Chargers. So the San Diego Padres, they lost in three straight to the Dodgers. The Dodgers are favored again to win the World Series. They seem to be the odds-on favorites. It's going to make life very difficult for the Padres if the best they can hope for is a wild card spot. And over a full season now, we'll see. And I do have a we'll see attitude towards this, and yet this team is very good. The big additions, of course, in the offseason, Blake Snell and Yu Darvish. And I am a large fan of Blake Snell, especially after the way that he was mismanaged in the famous World Series game, right? Where, all right, everything's going great. Okay, and hit the showers. Wait, what? I'm doing really well. Yeah, hit the showers. And then you've got as well, I've got Mackenzie Gore on the board. There's an asterisk there because he's still a rookie, right? He hasn't played yet. But he may force his way onto this team. Now, being baseball as baseball is, probably not as a starter right out of the gate, right? Maybe he ends up being the guy who comes in after the opener because baseball's got openers now. What's interesting to me is when you look at these additions, it means that their pitching should be very good, and Yu Darvish should slot in as the ace for this roster, right? He had a 3.51 earned run average last year. 226 strikeouts, 57 walks. It's not too bad. Not too shabby. And then Blake Snell, 3.54 earned run average, 195 strikeouts, 60 walks. So the ratio of strikeouts to walks is excellent for both pitchers. And it really changes the whole fabric of the San Diego Padres, a team that has kind of a murderer's row from batting second through fourth here. Starting with Tatis Jr. Now, Fernando Tatis Jr. signing the huge contract at age 22, which basically means for the next 865 years he'll be a Padre. It seemed to shock some people, and I've heard Toronto media say, oh, what does this mean for Vlad Guerrero? Nothing. It means nothing for... Just, Vlad Guerrero is nowhere near Tatis right now. He may end up getting there, but he's not anywhere near. Tatis, 277 earned run average, 366 on base percentage, and a slugging 571. So the overall numbers are excellent, absolutely excellent. And Machado right behind him, 29 years of age. His numbers 304, 370, and 580. So this is a team that has projected really an excellent lineup for the batting order. And, even you've got Cronenworth here, 27 years of age, 285 batting average. Not too shabby for him. And you've also got Hosmer, who's 31 years of age. Your oldest player is Pham at 33. He had a rough year. In between testing positive for COVID, being out of the lineup, being injured for roughly a month, and then getting stabbed. Who gets that close? It was 2020. You don't get that close to people. If they can stab you, you're not 6 feet away. So now social distancing is about keeping yourself from being stabbed. There's that. But it is interesting to see how really San Diego has a solid lineup. And whether the pitchers can hold up. Like Darvish, he got his home runs against down last year. Because it's weird. Baseball, some year, they're juiced. Some years, they're not. And I don't even know that baseball really hides that anymore. I don't know if this is something that they say, you know what? Let's juice up the balls a little bit. Get some more home runs going. But it definitely seems like it varies wildly from one year to the next. And so we'll see this season if they start flying out of the park with a little more ease. I do have my concerns with San Diego in that they're in that division, same division as the Dodgers, and they have a history of just coming up short. They have a history of failing to live up to the expectations. So while they were 37-23, they added two excellent pitchers. They've got a young batter who at 22 years of age decided, I like it in San Diego. I don't ever want to play in anywhere else. Or don't ever want to play in another jersey. Don't want to play in another city. Don't want to play anywhere else. There's still that part of me, the Padres fans saying, we'll see. We'll see. And being concerned about certain things. Now, of course, hockey is going to be the predominant focus for me throughout the rest of the regular season for hockey, but I will keep an eye on what's going on, especially with the Padres and with some teams of interest, and see how things go. Like the Mets. The Mets are supposed to be good this year. Who knew? That's definitely something different. So, yeah, I mean, we'll see whether or not these guys can live up to the hype, because I'm trying to remember the last time that this team's had that kind of hype, and I want to say it was when Hoffman's coming out of the bullpen, and Hell's Bells is playing. So, that's how long it's been for me, anyways, since I was a Padres fan. Watch TV, going, all right, kick some ass, let's go, let's get this done. It's been a while, and even then, it always ended in heartache. Hopefully this time it's different, because for San Diego, they've never had a World Series. The Chargers never won the Super Bowl. They got there once. And, yeah, it would be nice to see a city that's not really known for championships get one this year. And we'll see. So the question I have to ask is, to baseball fans, do the San Diego Padres have too much in the way of hype? Are they worthy of the hype? And in a series between them and the Dodgers, could they knock the Dodgers out now after losing 3 straight to them last year? Does adding Darvish, adding Snell, potentially having Gore by the end of the season in this picture, if he makes that progression, because eventually they see him as probably a number 2 pitcher, does that put them over the top? Or do the Dodgers still have just too many weapons that they can throw out there, and San Diego's kind of hosed? I will say as well, it's nice to see San Diego spending some money, because we know in baseball, you kind of have to be able to spend some money if you want to have sustained success in this sport. You can build towards a championship, and you might be able to do it on the cheap, but then you'll probably have to sell the parts off if you're a team that can't afford to pay them what they want after they've won. Well, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, as always. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through. You just happen upon this video. And hey, thank you guys so much for watching, for all your support. I'll talk to you again soon.